All right. Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom. We back. New week, new energies with the Divine Feminine. If you ain't checked that Divine Masculine's message out, man, check that out, bro. I was dropping mad jewels. You know what I'm saying? I was digging that message for realsy. But we back. Let me get the spread out real quiz, Nick. Definitely doing specials. I'm gonna start putting out promo for my specials. Probably like $35 readings. In-person readings would be about 40 still. $75 life coaching for first timers and people who trying to continue their life coaching only. Yeah, I mean, first timers and continuators, you know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to book one, just spend that $150. The best you ever spent. For those who've done it, you already know what it is. Just leave comments, let people know what they getting over here. It's the real, you know what I'm saying? And it's for the lowski. The lowski woski. All right, let's get straight with it. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, and we're going to get straight to the message. So, head, that's swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you going, the decisions you're making, because everything starts from the mind. Then we got cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Who rules the heart and mind department? You do, Divine Feminine. Then we got wands, clubs, actions and behavior. These things you could, no, snaps, action and behavior. Things you're doing, things you've done, not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. What you done got karma and accountability attached to it. What you doing got karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. Wands are also the now, the current, the ing. We living, we learning, we earning every single day. I'm speaking, you listening, right? Alright, we in the present. That's why God calls it the gift, you know what I'm saying? Finally, we got pentacles. Persons, places, and things. These things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles have expiration dates, and all pentacles are temporary. Let's give it the message. Overall energy. Fairly important. We got the Four of Swords. And this is idle mind. And what's the idle mind? It's the Devil's Workshop. Why? Because Divine Feminine, you're the Queen of Wands. And what are wands? Actions and behavior. Things you doing. Things you've done. Not what the fuck you finna do. Now, you in your head, you finna do shit. That means you in a space or place that doesn't exist. You're the queen of doing shit, and you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, that sound like the Devil's Workshop to me. That sound like you in a mental box. Done, and you need to get about that shit. For real. Now, how does a queen move in a chessboard? All over the place, right? We can safely say that the queen on the chessboard is definitely the most deadly piece in the game. Right? So what happens when, you on a chessboard, but you locked down? You got a piece here, piece there, piece there. They're ready to take your motherfucking ass. And then you done put yourself in the position, because you can move from one end to the board, from one end of the board to the other end of the board. You can move all the way across the board. But if you playing chess and somehow your queen gets trapped, hey, you ain't moving right. You ain't playing your cards right. You feel what I'm saying? Because guess what? Queen gets took off the chessboard. Game still goes on, doesn't it? King gets took off the board. Game over. In relation to the twin flame situation, how do kings move in the chessboard? Defensively. You always wonder why your bastard's on the defensive. Why he only takes little strides in his shit. Why you all over the place with it, or taking great strides in this twin flame thing. Everybody has a role. And you just need to ID what your role is. But just like chess, you gotta know how to play the game. And chess is a thinking game, isn't it? So, if you in an idle mind, somebody playing mind games with your ass. And apparently they're winning. More smoke. We got the Knight of Pentacles, clarifying this idle mind that you're currently in. Not all feminines, just some. The ones I'm talking to. Knight of Pentacles, that's grooming. And there's 3 types of grooming. There's good grooming, two-way street. Reciprocation, mutual feelings, mutual direction y'all going with each other. You love them, they love you. You respect them, they respect you. You give to them, they give back. Two-way street. Ugly grooming. One-way street. You giving, they taking, and they ain't giving shit back. Or they're giving, you taking, and you ain't reciprocating. That eventually is just grooming you for bad grooming. Bad grooming, dead end. It's a dead end. It's a person controlling the whole give and take a situation, which they start doing around the ugly grooming stage. But you're gonna have to be aware of that. Dead end. What's a dead end street? You getting chased by the cops. You getting chased by the gangs. You getting chased by a ghost, nigga. You would have been a dead end. It's fucked up. You dead. Where can you go? You in a box. Where the fuck can you go? Usually, when you end up in dead ends, most likely they was counting on that. You get chased by a gang. You in a neighborhood you don't really know. It's like they coming from this end and you dodging them. They coming from this end, but they ain't coming for you. They really just boxing you the fuck in. It's part of their plan to get you to go down this dead end. Because now you ain't got nowhere to go. You're fucked. It's mind games. It comes from grooming. So, if it's a person that got you in a idle mind, but it ain't a person that gets you in idle mind. Like I said, you did it yourself. You should have moved differently. You should have been aware that it was a trap to begin with. Like I said, you need to be able to spot the devil a mile away before they even enter your cipher. You need to be able to spot God right in front of you. You need to be able to spot a good friend, a person you can trust. And you need to know how to kick a friend who ain't like your friend or who got ill intentions for you. You need to be able to kick them off your boat like Spartan and 300 and shit. The way they kick that nigga into that pit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be aware. You gotta be aware of who's grooming you. But it ain't just people that's grooming you, it's how you groom people. You can put yourself in a box. Grooming a person to be, I don't know. I'm trying to find the best way to explain this. So it's like what I see with, not all, some women in good financial positions. They don't want a man with more money than them. Because this beta boy is more easy to control. She can control all the vices. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, well, shit. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't got nowhere else to go. Where the fuck he gonna go? You know? I pay all the bills. Like, I'm doing everything for his ass. I mean, what? He ain't gonna find as good as what I got going on. They don't want to chick on my level. Woo up the bam or whatever you be trying to tell yourself. See, dead end streets are ruled by narcissists. They ruled by manipulators. They're ruled by users. They're ruled by abusers. They're ruled by losers. You know what I'm saying? So if you in a box, mental box, either you're getting mentally abused by a narcissist or you're the narcissist. Either you're getting influenced by an abuser or you're the abuser. Either you fucking with a loser or you the fucking loser. Either way, you're going to have to realize, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's all perception. Mental shit is shit you register. You got to register you in a mental prison. You in a mental rut. Okay? That you getting game ran on you. That you running games and that shit is getting you nowhere. Like I say, be cautious. Because grooming goes both ways. Grooming is also the environment that you in. The people who raised you. You know? You can put yourself in a box with family ideologies. Like I say, an example. I was told family was important. I mean, it's supposed to be, but not for everyone. I come from fucked up family. You understand what I'm saying? And that ideology, thinking you have family when you don't even have it, there is no family structure. There's no love within a family. You can't even have family reunions and shit. It's too much shit going on within the fucking family. It's toxic. It's toxic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But you're put in ideologies. I kind of blame the church for it. Church has a lot to do with the influence in my family, which is why it's so fucked up. And the lack of sympathy, empathy, and love within the family unit. It's favoritism and shit like that. It's a lot of fucked up secrets. It's a lot of goofy shit going on in the family. You know what I mean? It literally took me 35 years to realize family is just a motherfucking word. Like love and fuck and shit. You know what I'm saying? These are just words. It's what you put into these words that make them mean something. I'm saying all this shit to say this. Don't let your family put you in a motherfucking trap. You gotta identify that, hey, it's narcissists in the family. It's users in the family, man. It's abusers, man. It's fucking losers. That you might look at in a high light. When in reality, you don't need to be doing that shit. You only gonna hurt yourself in the end. I told you, the only motherfuckers that can trap you, the only motherfuckers that can set you up, the only people that can put you in a fucked up position are people that's close to you. You'll never let a stranger set you the fuck up and put you in the dead end street. Now your cousin might. know what I'm saying? Your mama might, your uncle might, your brother might, your sister might. Shit, you know what I'm saying? People you trust can do the most damage to you. You already on the lookout for a stranger. Foreigners. People you don't know. You ain't gonna trust them easy. But people you grew up with, people in your household, oh, they're the easiest to manipulate your ass. I see a lot of feminists in mental ruts. I see a lot of feminists in mental traps. But it's mental at the end of the day. Once you realize you're in a trap, you can get yourself out that bitch. Once you realize you're getting manipulated, then you can do some shit about the shit. Once you realize you hit a brain fart, then actually you can like take a break and then come at the situation differently. Because bottom line, we got the Ten of Pentacles, and this is manifestations. Manifestations. This is something you wanted to happen happening. Whether you consciously or subconsciously wanted this shit to happen. And the subconscious is, I don't know what, like 4,000 more times more powerful than your conscious thoughts. The subconscious is what keeps your heart beating. What keeps your blood pumping. You know? That's what wakes you the fuck up when you sleep. You'd be surprised the power in your subconscious. The conscious mind is just the tip of the iceberg. The iceberg is big as fuck. 80% of the iceberg is underwater. So your cognitive, conscious thoughts, that's just a piece of it. You know, you might consciously think you the shit. You might consciously like yourself and shit, but subconsciously, it's amazing what you think of yourself. It's amazing how you feel. You know, it's amazing the shit that you don't think you doing. It's all manifestations. You gotta learn how to control your conscious thoughts and at least monitor. Because you can't control your subconscious. You can at least monitor it, though. Groom it. Groom. Knight of Pentacles, your motherfucking mind. Be very cognitive of what you say. Be very cognitive of what you do. Like me, I say the first shit to come out my motherfucking mouth. But I'm conscious enough to know that my mouth gets me in trouble a lot. But it's a big part of my personality. And most everything I do involves expression. Self-expression. That's a big part of my personality. It's a big part of my trade. It's a big part of what the fuck I do. You know? And then staying true to myself and being 10 toes the fuck down about it. Not switching, not being wishy-washy, standing 10 toes the fuck down on my actions and behavior. Saying all that shit to say this. When it comes to manifestation, there's accountability with it. Oh, you got something, like you want something to happen, it's happening. You know what I mean? Attaining shit is easy. Even though it was hard as fuck to make this manifestation possible. Even though it was hard as hell to get back on your shit. Even though it was hard as hell to buy that house, to buy that car, to make this relationship work. Attaining things is still easy. Maintaining this relationship, maintaining that car, maintaining this business, maintaining this house is a full-time motherfucking job. 20% was you getting the shit. 80% is you keeping it. Alright? Even your fucking word, that's something. You know how hard it is for a motherfucker to keep their word? Speaking your word is easy. Saying you're gonna do some shit is easy. What the fuck you finna do doesn't even exist. Once you do it, then what you say you're gonna do comes true. Because you've done it. And, like I say, once it's done, it's karma and consequences to that shit. Just a little lesson. Moving on. We'll give it more example. Because it's the bottom line, most important than anything. So you manifested twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. Okay, now you gotta maintain it. And like I said, that's gonna be harder than it was getting in the union. You finally got your divine masculine in your life. The way you want your masculine in your life. Okay, keeping him in your life. It could be a she, she could be he, you know, you rocking. It's gonna be a full-time motherfucking job. You got that new job you wanted. You got that job you wanted. Okay, maintaining that bitch gonna be a full-time job. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you manifesting out here. You wanted children, you got them. Taking care of them is going to be a full-time job. Keeping their attention. Knowing what they got going on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is a full-time job. You don't know till you get it. And once you get it, then you realize if you even want it or not. A lot of people who should be fucking parents. They just wanted kids. Now they got human beings they don't even want. A lot of chicks wanted marriage. And this 10 of Pentacles, this represents two people coming together like butt cheeks, man. This is you having a baby with somebody, you getting married to somebody. It was cool dating them. It was cool just being engaged and shit. You didn't deal with half the shit that you're dealing with being married to this person. Now you're married to this person. So now you get to see who the fuck you really with. Shit definitely changes after the honeymoon. They spent 20% of the relationship trying to lock you down. Then they got you locked D. Now you stuck with who the fuck you wanted. I ain't telling you something you don't know. I'm just stating the obvious. Because directly, consciously, coming into this thing, we got the Ace of Cups. It's self-love, self-respect, self-admiration, self-realization, self-identification. Self-love. You got to give yourself love. Even if you go your whole life without getting love, you gave it to yourself and you know what the fuck it is. You know why you got to give yourself love? Because let's just say you marry the love of your life, who you think you love and you think they love you, only to see that you didn't marry Ike Turner. Man, you didn't marry a complete motherfucking stranger. You don't know who this is. And they ain't giving you no love because they don't know what love is. So how the fuck can they give it to you? But you giving it to yourself. And you giving it to yourself unconditionally. So at the end of the day, you know what love is. So you can go find real love. Not this fake love you thought you had. Self-respect. A lot of people ain't got no respect for themselves. So they obviously can't respect you. They hate themselves. They say they love you, but they hate themselves. Thus, they hate you too. They hate the fact you love yourself and they don't know what love is. They hate the fact you respect yourself and they don't know what respect is. They hate the fact that you love them and they don't even love themselves. Shit gets deep. You know, but it all starts with self. Self-identification. You gotta know who you are. So you ain't out here confusing people or sending mixed signals. Like I say, you marry the love of your motherfucking life only to marry a person who don't even know who the fuck they are. Confusing the fuck out of you. Sending you all kind of mixed signals and shit. Only to see that the shit that they're into is shit you didn't even know. They don't know who they are. So, I mean, how can they recognize a person like you? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I've seen it in relationships. It's like niggas who married and fucking with trannies and shit, man. I see it too often. Like, you got a beautiful woman at the crib, but you fucking with niggas. Or niggas that look like females. I guess that's how dykes are too and shit, them studs and shit. But it's like, it ain't confusing. Because they obviously know what they like. They just don't like you. They thought they did, but, you know, they don't. See, when you don't know who you are and you choose to build a life, you choose to get married to a person who knows who the fuck they are, all you're going to do is fuck the person who know who they are the fuck up. You're going to hurt them in ways that they can never imagine. Imagine that. You come home and it's like you see another nigga in the bed with your nigga and shit. It's gonna throw you the fuck off. It's like, yo, what the fuck is this? It's gonna throw you for a loop. Like you're not even gonna know how to react to that shit. You're not even gonna know how to feel. Cause you're gonna be so confused. And there's gonna be so many mixed signals and it's just you don't even know how to process this shit. But they knew who they was but didn't tell you. You gotta know people, man, before you start building with people. You gotta know people before you allow them to have influence and control over your motherfucking ass, man. Know who you fucking with. I say it all the time. If you knew who your divine masculine was, then you will understand exactly why he does the shit that he does. Or why he's into the things that he's into. If you knew your husband, then you would know this little secret right here. If you really knew the motherfucker. But like I say, you only know people or can get in a realm of knowing people as long as you know yourself. Self-realization. It ain't just knowing who you are, so you ain't sending mixed signals or confusing people. You gotta know why you here. Why you on this earth? Why you in this relationship? Why you even want to have children with this person? Why you even want to be married to this person? Like, you know what I'm saying? Knowing who you want and knowing what you are, that helps. You can know what you want, but if you don't know who you are, you're gonna fuck a lot of shit up. And you can know who you are, but if you don't know what you want, once again, you're going to confuse the fuck out of people. You're going to confuse the fuck out of situations. It's all about knowing. But really, the Ace of Cups is just self-awareness. And if you consciously, directly, self-aware, then you can miss a lot of this pain here. Three of Swords represents pain. This is the subconscious. This is shit you don't see. This shit you ain't aware of is pain. Like I said, you'll save yourself a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, knowing the people that you're dealing with. You'll save a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, knowing what you want, knowing who you are. Like, you gotta know. It ain't what you think. It's what you know. You don't assume shit. Definitely not with people. You don't assume shit. Definitely not with, directions and investments and shit like that. It's like, hey, I got money to invest. I'm going to just invest in what I think might be profitable. No. Invest in something you know going to make you some money. Go in a direction you know is going to pop off. Now, you can have all, like, passion, like strict passion. Like, die hard, like, you know what? I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? But you're taking a gamble. Because if you all in at anything, I mean, you gambling. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to gamble. It's cool to be all in with shit. But if you go in that direction, if you choose to gamble, you got to be ready to lose it all. And that's the same, but let's keep a reality of what the fuck that means. You got to be able to live with the decision that you made, putting everything on the line. Putting it all on the table. I bet on myself quite a few times. Put it all out there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how much faith I had in myself. That's how much faith I had in my ability. But I wasn't really in a reality or realistic state of mind doing that. At the time, it's just me. I ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? I ain't married to nobody. It's just me out here. So half the time, I wasn't even doing it for me. I was doing it for the family. I was doing it for the legacy. I was doing it for the crew. I was doing it for everybody but my motherfucking self. That's why I could put myself all in. And I could live with the mistake of doing that shit. Bet on myself and lost a few times. Quite a few times. But I knew the risk. I knew it was a gamble. And I can stand here to say I ain't got no regrets with the shit. That's big boy shit. It's called accountability. Which comes with manifesting shit. Whatever you manifest, you got to be accountable for it. Feel me? You can't have a kid and not be accountable for the motherfucker. When they go to college, you acting like Scooby-Doo. When it comes to how my kid is going to get funded for school, you put the kid here. Obviously, you had a plan to get them to college. I mean, because that was your plan for them, right? You wouldn't put them out here without no plan, right? You plan to get married, but like I said, what did you plan marriage was going to be? You just sitting at home having sex all day? I mean, y'all didn't plan on having a family business. You two going into business with each other. You two trying to create a legacy for your kids so they can have something and not just you two. Like, I mean, you got to think ahead. But you also got to think clear. But, like I say, it ain't really thinking, it's knowing. So, feminine, as far as yourself is concerned, directly, consciously, we got the double card. This is addictions, overindulging, doing things in excess, being chained to a person or a person being chained to you, whether you realize it or not, toxic, negative-ass behavior, bad contracts or bad dealings with people, with places or things. This represents regression, just progressive behavior, acting like a kid, doing shit you said you weren't going to do no more. And only good things about this is what I like to call getting freaked out in a good way. It's just trying shit you ain't never tried before. Like a new sex position, you going to the adult store, because they call it the adult store for a reason. You go to the adult store to spice up your love life or some shit like that. You usually don't drink or nothing like that, but today is a special occasion, so you choose to sip some champagne, a little sip of wine. You don't go overboard, just a little taste. You don't really drink, so I wouldn't go overboard with the drinking, overindulge, doing things in excess with shit that you don't know nothing about. Fuck it, I'm gonna smoke some weed. Fuck it, I'm gonna do some drugs. Like, you trying shit for the first time. If you're gonna try shit, do a small amount. I'm not advocating drug use here or nothing like that, but back in my heyday when I was young and dumb and full of common shit, I microdose shit. Like, fuck it, let's do some X. I bet. Cut that shit in half and give it to me. Nah, nigga, take the whole shit. Nah, it's my first time, player. Hey, you want a drink? Just pour me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? See what it tastes like. You know what I mean? Who the fuck overindulges in some shit that they don't know about wholly, entirely? That's this energy right here. You don't want to do that shit. You do not want to dive head first in some shit you're not ready for, or dive into a realm that you're totally unfamiliar with. But I see feminists doing that shit. I see a lot of feminists, not all, some ones I'm talking to. Y'all diving into environments y'all don't know nothing about. Y'all jumping in business that you a fucking foreigner to. Like I say, fuck the bandwagon. Just because the bandwagon got a lot of people on that bitch don't mean you need to hitch a ride on that motherfucker too. Maybe everybody on that bandwagon doing the same shit. You know what I mean? You just supporting it. Hey, fuck it. Let me ride with you guys. It seems like it's a good cause here. No, and this bandwagon heading straight to hell in a handbasket. You know what I'm saying? Be cautious, on what you trying out, on what you experimenting with. Ain't nothing wrong with experimenting, man, but you gotta do it the right way. Okay? Cause clarifying this devil card, experimentation, overindulging and shit. Clarifying that we got fear. Fear is the Knight of Swords. That's making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. That's J for jumping into shit you ain't got no business in. Jumping in unknown territories. Fucking with people you don't know. Doing shit, I don't know, for the gram. Doing shit because everybody else doing it, like whatever. Whatever it is, it's jumping to conclusion, assuming shit. I told you, we don't assume here. It ain't what you think, it's what you know. Okay? If you're gonna dive deep in some shit, at least put your feet in the motherfucking water first. If you don't know how to swim, stay your ass out of water. If you ain't no gangster, stay the fuck out the hood. If you ain't a hoe, why you hanging with hoes? You just gonna get facilitated with hoish shit. Or caught up in hoish activities. You ain't a crook, stay away from the crooks. You ain't in church, quit acting like you is, because I'm trying to tell you. Just gonna look stupid. You'll be the motherfucking jester, the joke that is the Joker. Going back to fear. Fear is a tactic that narcissists use to abuse you, to use you, to put you in traps, to groom you to be exactly who they want you to be and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. Be careful. I'm telling you, it's real life demons out here. I told you, we're human beings. We either give love or receive that shit. Love, you either give it or receive it. That's what makes a human being. So people without love, they're demons. People with no empathy, with no type of humility towards a higher power. There's evil people doing some evil shit out here, but they're not humane or human. They could be other entities. Could be aliens, demons, spirits, creatures out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, it's like True Blood. It's like Sookie. The people who, what they call them, vamp tramps. People that just like hanging with vampires, going to vampire clubs, letting vampires suck on them and shit like that. Like, what type of shit is that? You support the vampire movement and you let them to suck your blood. What's keeping them from turning you into a vampire? What's keeping them from sucking all your blood and killing your motherfucking ass? Like I say, you permit what you promote. And if you permit what you promote, nigga, then you promoting what you permitting out this motherfucker. So if you let shit happen once, if you try shit once, you gonna try it again. It was cool when you did it the first time. Be careful who you hang with. Be careful who you call friends. Be careful of the crowds you keeping. It's like jumping in a secret society. It's secret shit they got going on. You ain't gonna find out these fucking secrets and be able to leave without being all the way down. It's like being an accessory to shit. You go with your crew, they do some shit, you an accessory now. Or they did some shit to get you into some shit to get you stuck into it. So just in case you say something, you going down with they at. It's all tactics. Okay? Be careful who you surround yourself with. Be careful who you dealing with. Like I say, a person from the past. For example, another example. I find it highly strange that the niggas I went to middle school with, every nigga that went to middle school with me that got locked the fuck up, who I ain't probably seen since middle school, always want to hit me up for money. Hey man, what's up, man? How you doing, man? How you been? Good. What's cracking? Hey man, just hold my head up. I'll be home soon. All right, here we go. You ain't gonna ask me for no bread, bro. I don't send people no money in jail, bro. Because in reality, if I went to jail, would nobody send me shit? It ain't like they don't care, but they're not obligated to. One thing my mother told me when me, my brother, and my sister, when we was kids, I was like, don't ever get locked up, nigga, because I can't do shit for you. Don't call me, don't ask me for shit. You shouldn't have went up in that bitch. So don't expect me to do shit for you while you in there. You better get your friends, same niggas that got you in there. You better help them get you the fuck out that bitch. You better help them send you some motherfucking money. Don't call me. Don't hit me up. I ain't giving you jack shit. You shouldn't have been in there anyway. Shit, the man that gave my name, my father, man, this nigga did what? My dad did what? 33 years in prison? No, Sterling. Sterling did 33 years in the prison system. What the fuck why would I even give a day to the prison system? I'd be stupid to get the fuck locked up when my pop did enough time for everybody in the motherfucking family. Big facts, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, it's all in the mind. I don't mean using these little low-level, low-energy ass examples, but I'm just trying to make sense and paint pictures here. You know what I mean? You promote what you promote. All right? So watch what you promote. Watch the shit that you permit. If you let it slide one time, you just gonna invite the whole clique in. Wrapping this up. When it comes to the masculine energy, divine feminine, you got the Seven of Cups. It's the Pimp Cup Chronicles. I'm going to do the Pimp Cup Chronicle rant and keep it moving. This is consciously and directly, and this is also in the masculine's energy. So I'm going to break this down. Pimp Cup Chronicle. Pimp Cup. It's a chalice. You know what I'm saying? I got like rhinestones on it, diamonds or some shit like that. You know, shit that king and queens be sipping on in their palace and shit like that. The Holy Grail. So it's like, I'm an 87 baby. So, like I say, we used to have pizza parties and shit. And used to be on Fridays. They push the TV in. We all get happy and shit. We get to pull away our books and our pencils and our work and shit because we finna spend the rest of the day watching movies. Probably like Selena, Titanic, Nightmare Before Christmas. The classics. So, we usually just drink out of styrofoam cups and we usually eat out of paper plates. Me being an original thinker, because that's really what the Pimp Cup Chronicles is all about, being original. I told you the Six of Cups is the sauce, that's your steez, that's your essence, that's what make you you. We all the same. Ain't nobody better than no fucking body. But what you do is differentiate yourself from everybody else. We all the shit biscuits. We all that. As a people, as a human race. Because ain't nobody better than nobody. We all that. But you gotta be all that and a bag of chips. And this bag of chips and this is what's going to differentiate you from everybody else. It's also going to set your personality and make you an original person. Everybody sipping on paper cups. I had an original idea, to have my mama make me a pimp cup. So when next pizza day happens, you know what I'm saying? I got a pimp cup to drink while we watching movies. Well, when did you think of that? Last pizza day when I was sipping styrofoam paper cups, man. I got flavor. Hey, mom, make me a pimp cup. You want a pimp cup? Yeah, make me a pimp cup. It's like, I come to school next Friday. Because we've been scholastically killing shit. You know what I'm saying? We doing all our work. Everybody turning all their work. Everybody reading all their books. We got all the stars on the motherfucking chart. Boom. We having another pizza day. I planned for this shit. They cut the lights off. Because that's what they do on pizza day. And bling blow. My cup shining like a motherfucker. And a little bit of light that we do got in the room. You know what I'm saying? The light is beaming off my pimp cup, man. Niggas ain't even watching the movie. What they watching? Me sipping my pop. My soda. I'm from the Midwest. We call it pop. I guess in the South, y'all call it cold drink. Niggas ain't even watching the movie, bro. Motherfuckers mad. They ain't even had that idea. So what the fuck you think gonna happen next pizza day? That's all you gonna hear. People putting their pimp cups on the motherfucking table. Everybody sipping out of pimp cups. Everybody went to their mom to get them to do the same shit. And the person who originated the idea, how the fuck you gonna feel? Why y'all gotta ride me like a rodeo, bro? Why y'all can't have y'all own original idea? Damn. Matter of fact, let me put my pimp cup back in my bag, bro. Pass me one of them styrofoam cups, man. Everybody sipping pimp cups and you sipping a styrofoam cup. Why? Because you original. Because you different. You don't like being like everybody else. Fuck everybody else, man. You're an original thinker. You're a free fucking thinker. And that's what's going to set you apart from everybody else. Divine feminine. That's the motherfucking person you need to be. This is the masculine role. That's how you need to teach your son. That's how you need your motherfucking husband, your boyfriend, anybody that you fucking with. You an originator. You want to be fucking with an originator. You want to have originator children. You want everything around you original. Everything around you real. You know what I'm saying? Think outside the fucking box. Don't do what everybody else doing. That's going to set you apart from everybody else. Don't be a fucking statistic. If anything, be the accountant of all these statistics and shit like that. So saying all shit to say this. It's something in you, life in it, that you need to give to the world. But since this is the masculine energy, it's something in you that you need to give to a specific masculine. Because they need it. Whether it's your love, whether it's an idea. Like I say, your son come to you and ask you to make a pimp cup for him for pizza day tomorrow. Do it. I mean, your husband say he needs some help. He's starting a whole fucking business. All he needs you to do is just organize his paperwork, or at least have some hot cooked food for the nigga when he come back from working his 9 to 5 and his job he trying to create for the family. Little things that can only come from you, because by coming from you, it means something. How the fuck else you think you gonna keep your husband? Cuz you gotta be doing shit that the next bitch ain't doing. You gotta be doing shit that the next bitch won't do. And that's the little things. In my idiot Irie voice, it's the little things that count. Every girl fuck they man. That's cool in the game. But you need to be riding your nigga like a rodeo. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do more. You gotta, you know what I mean? Differentiate yourself. I told you, everybody's saucy. Okay, you need to differentiate yourself from everybody else. You need to do more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little thing. Just a little tweak. Just something little. Something small. Just something small. Shit. We usually fuck in the bed. Hey, let's fuck in the car today. Let's go fuck in the beach. Like, let's go do something else. Like, let's do something else. And by doing something else, you're gonna leave a more lasting impression than just doing what the fuck everybody else doing. You trying to stand the fuck out. How you gonna stand out blending in with everybody else? How you gonna stand out being a statistic doing the same shit that everybody else doing? You want to be different from other moms. You want to be the mom that made the pimp cup for your son at school. Now everybody and their mama asking you to make them a pimp cup because you made your son one. Now you become the pimp cup maker. Your son bring home some, I don't know, some biscuits or some cookies or some, you know what I'm saying? Some shit you made your son. And now your son come to you like, Mom, everybody love your cookies. Hey, make some cookies so I can sell them. Now you done made your son an entrepreneur. Just doing shit a little bit different. Differences. Like genuine. That's all I'm hearing. And that's the shit you need to focus on. Focus on how you going to make yourself different from everybody else. Not better than everybody else. Just different. Focus on how you going to differentiate yourself from any other chick. From any other person. You got a choir. What's going to make y'all better than any other choir in the land? You know what I'm saying? You got a business. What's going to make y'all business better than everybody in the business that you in? You do hair. Say you do hair or some shit. What's going to make your hairstyles different from all these other chicks who doing hair? Everybody doing hair around this bitch. I'm a psychic, and this whole community is over fucking saturated. That's why I use truth. Blatant truth. You know what I'm saying? 90s, 2000 pop culture references. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm cussing. You know why I curse so much? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody understands bad English. American curse words and bad English. Anybody in the world can understand it. This motherfucking China. This motherfucking Russia. This motherfucking Tanzania. You know what I'm saying? Who don't even speak my native language but understand my cuss words and the bad English that I'm fucking using. It's pop culture references, man. It's in movies. Everybody watches movies, even if you don't understand the movies. I watch a lot of Japanese movies. I don't understand what the fuck they saying. I keep the subtitles. That's why I keep subtitles on and shit. I'm a subtitle watching ass dude. You gotta be cultured, man. I'm just saying, do more. Don't do what the fuck everybody else doing more, okay? Because wrapping this up, going to the future, consciously, divine feminine, we got the 9 of Wands, and that's the wounded warrior. That is a toe. It's a lot on you. It's a lot on you being the originator. Because now you got to come up with more shit because everybody coming up with the same shit you coming up with. It sucks being a motherfucking originator because everybody's stealing your fucking ideas. They doing it how you doing it now. Now you got to find another way to do shit. and they're just gonna take the way you doing it. Thus, just it's a lot going back to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I studied YouTube for 7 years before I brought my ass on YouTube and started doing shit. For those who know me, when I first popped out, you know, I was popping, everybody was on my jock and shit, and I was just a breath of fresh air. Now I'm like a fucking fart in a stale ass room and shit. You know what I'm saying? Before I got on YouTube, I'm telling you, wasn't nobody showing a fucking face. Wasn't no psychic showing a face and shit. It was all voices. It was like tits and hands, my nigga. Straight up. Straight, because most of the female doing this shit. It was just titties and hands and cards and shit. Tarot cards. I started using playing cards because I'm a Christian. I was born in the church, so I don't want my grandma thinking I'm doing some crazy shit. That's why I play with playing cards, man. That's as Christian as you can get. You into that tarot. I don't use tarot cards, grandma. You be cutting up chickens and worshiping the devil and shit. I'm a Christian psychic, grandma. The fuck is you saying? Like, that's why I do what I do, you feel me? And I'm a guy. Wasn't too many male psychics. I'm a divine feminine male, too. You see all this shit, right? I used to see these little psychic dudes, the divine masculine. These niggas was looking feminine as a motherfucker, bro. Like, I know they was divine feminists for sure, for sure. But front like they masculines and shit like that. But yeah, it was just titties and hands when I first started this psychic shit. Wasn't nobody talking about God. Yes, you're very few. The ones I like. Yael Alchemy, Dr. Gagan the Guy, No Fucks Given Crew, Hip Hop Tarot. Ooh, shit. She was the shit biscuits. You know what I'm saying? This shit is oversaturated. I had to set myself apart from everybody else. And it comes from being original. Now, everybody using playing cards. Even people who don't use playing cards using playing cards. I mean, I don't know why. Should have stuck to your own shit. Now everybody's showing their face and getting people in the box here. I put you in the box. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got y'all here with me. But like I say, you know, people gonna steal your shit. People gonna jock your shit. Most people who come to my channel just come and take my shit and put it on their platform. People don't even share my shit because every time they share my shit, I get hella views and hella bookings. Anybody share my shit in 2 years. Last person shared my shit, I got 2,100 views in one fucking day, and I got about $400 in bookings in 3 hours. The last time somebody with some numbers shared my shit, I'm gonna put this video out. It's probably gonna get like 50 fucking views. You know what I'm saying? But it be like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just keep me in a pocket. I'm a genie in a bottle for a lot of motherfucking psychics out here. I'm your favorite psychic, favorite psychic. And that's real. But it comes from me being original. You know what I'm saying? But I can stand and be 10 toes down on the shit that I'm saying because it's true at the end of the day. And I really don't care. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. I'd rather have $100 bill than 100 singles. I'm looking for quality clients, not karmic clients. And if you karmic, I'll let you know. Maybe that's why people scared to book with me and shit. Because, I mean, I'm going to call it how I see it. And it ain't in my place to judge. It's just don't front with me. I didn't have witches, wizards, playing. Booking readings, knowing damn well they just testing me. And then when I tell them that they tested me and they playing with me, I get like an applaud. Yeah, I was testing you, you know what I'm saying? So you are a real psychic. The fuck? Of course I am. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't got enough time in your day to fuck with me type shit. Like, you'd be surprised. And I don't think other psychics is getting tested the way I'm getting tested. You know what I mean? Getting played with, getting posted the way I am. But like I say, it is what it is. Imitation is a perfect form of flattery. Going back to the pimp cup. One thing I can say is I'm original. One thing I can say is that I ain't oversaturating this motherfucking spiritual YouTube game with bullshit, man. I'll be dropping jewels, man. Hopefully y'all picking something up, man. But that's just the toll of a real one. People gonna jock your shit. You gonna do a lot of great things and not get no acknowledgement or praise for it. You ain't gonna financially benefit from all the time, energy, and resources you investing in yourself and in your craft, but that's kind of how it is. Once again, it goes back to why you doing shit in the first place. I'm here to get people back to God. That's why I'm a Christian psychic. A lot of people that left the church. I left the church, but, you know, It's all about God at the end of the day. I'm just trying to bring people back to God. God is a personal relationship, so you ain't got to go far and wide to find God. God is in here. I'm just here to remind people God ain't that far away. That God ain't that far to get reach. Number 2, I do this to bring twin flames back together, to get them back in cahoots, to help you play this chess game that is the twin flame situation for you to win this shit. Because it is a game, and you got to know the fucking rules. Like, rule number 1 to the twin flame shit, it's optional. Masculines know that more than feminines, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have to put yourself through this shit. You know what I mean? Number 2, the twin flame shit is built for you to be the best person you can be. And that's it. Being with your twin flame is just the icing on the cake. That's 20% of it. 80% of it is what you do with this. And you got to be doing something with this. You can't not do nothing with this twin flame shit and make you a better person and awaken yourself. That'd be dumb as hell. You in this whole twin flame game just out here looking for icing and you ain't got no cake. Say your masculine do come to your life and reunite with you. You ain't even got a wife. You ain't even got no cake. You don't even have nothing of substance from this journey that you even on here. All you spent this journey on was trying to find your divine masculine. Okay, you found them. Now what? Now that we found love, what are we going to do with it? I'm telling you, this shit is chess, not checkers. Make sure you make the right move. Watch who you got around you. And make sure, more than anything, you getting something out this twin flame game, okay? That's the message I got. Hope I could be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned. I'm going to holler at y'all later, all right? 1.